Hello students. In this screencast, I'm going to walk you through the process of using MapTales to create a map-based story. For this example, I'm going to map several of the events leading up to and some of the battles of the Revolutionary War. This map tale is an example of an acceptable project for our 8th grade social studies unit on the American Revolution, and it is aligned with the Texas State 8th grade social studies TEKS. The information presented in this map tale was sourced from the History Channel website. You do not need an account to use MapTales. You simply click Create a Tale. So let's get started. The first part of creating a map tale is to give it a title. I'm going to call mine The Beginning and Battles of the American Revolutionary War. For the author, I'm just going to put my first name, and for this section, what's the story about, I'm going to give a brief description. Okay, now that I'm finished with the basic information of the map tale, I'm going to click on to the next part. So this is what every screen is going to look like until you are finished creating the map tale. The first section is a title, and my first event is the Proclamation of 1763, so that's what I'm going to type in the title. And even though this was a proclamation that was created in the British Parliament, I'm going to use Quebec, Montreal, because this was an important city along the border the proclamation created. Then I'm going to use the Word document that I created with all of the events, and I'm simply going to copy and paste that text into the What Happens Here box. The last section of every page is when did this happen. Be sure to enter in dates. Okay, and you're going to continue on for as many parts as you'd like to add to the map tales, and we will pick up when I'm finished entering in the 8 sections that I'm going to have on my map tale. Okay, so I have just finished entering in the information for the last part of my map tale, which is the Battle of Yorktown. When you've reached the last section of your map tale, instead of clicking the green button to move on, click I'm done editing. This will take you to your tale overview, which will provide you with all the parts, the beginning and the title of your map tale. It also tells you to be sure to bookmark the page, and it gives you the edit link as well as the link to view and share your tale and the embed code. So I'm going to go ahead and click the view and share. And this is what the final product looks like, the beginning and battles of the American Revolutionary War. I'll provide your name as well as the brief summary that you provided. Click begin, and you start with the location of your first event. Okay, so this has been an example of an acceptable map tale. Please be sure to include the date in all of your map tale entries, as well as at least 100 words of text for the description. And be sure not to lose your work and bookmark the page. This has been the screencast for how to create a map tale for our American Revolution Social Studies project.